Amanda Africa da wetu. Amanda Africa da wetu. Viva Tiawan Gongloe, viva Tiawan Gongloe, viva Amanda. Revolutionary greetings to the peace-loving people of the Republic of Liberia and the continent of Africa at large. We want to say welcome to the podcast of the Gongloe Think Tank. Today, we will be looking at the nitty-gritty of Liberian politics, and we'll also be looking at the characteristics, the personality of one of the foundest sons of Liberia, and consider Tiawan Gongloe, others 111. Today, we want to present to you a man who have struggled through all his life to ensure that our democracy is respected. He went to prison during the Tiawan administration. He said did not waver. He went to prison during the Dose administration. Not only did he waver, he was prosecuted, beaten, tortured with the most or worst inhumane treatment a person could go through during the Charles Taylor-led government. He did not relent. He's the one today we are presenting to you. Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe. For so many years, we have been praying to God Almighty to rescue us, to send out a very good leader. And this year, we are presented with a golden opportunity to change the course of action of our country for the next 6 years. This is an opportunity that God Himself has given us. And let me tell you something. We have this African proverb that says, you can force the horse to the river, but you can never force it to drink. So, God has brought us to the river. And the river is considered Tiawan Saye Gongloe. But trust me, He's not going to force us to drink. So, consider Tiawan Gongloe is a transformative leader. He is someone who understands those complex social economic issues that we are faced with as a people and a country. Educational wise, I don't have to tell you, you know, he's a counselor. For the fact he's a counselor at law tells you that he's educated. Uneducated people are not considered in Liberia. As it relates to the experience, Councillor Tiawan Gongloe served as a special aide to a president. May his soul rest in peace. The late Dr. Amos Padel Sawyer, who happens to be the founding father of the Liberian People's Party. the LPP. So he knows what it takes to run a country because he worked directly in the office of a president. And don't want about interaction. You know what he told me? He said, Dolly, I have the experience. I have worked with a president. And he said, whenever people are in office, the office of the president is where you require a serious wisdom. Because most of those who will come around you, they will not be brutally honest because they are trying to secure that position. They want a favor from you. So you must have wisdom. And he explains instances where the late fighter, ideological Dr. Amos Sawyer had. He explains some instances where he was wrongly advised. And when they retrieve to their chambers, he will tell him, leader, that decision was not a good one. For those around you, they want to protect that job because they feel that going against you will put their jobs at harm's way. They will put their jobs at harm's way. So you must be someone who has wisdom. And consider Tiawan Gongloe is someone who has a fortitude of wisdom. He's someone who has an entire ocean of wisdom. So people will ask, what has Consider Tiawan Gongloe done for the Liberian people before he wants to be president? And I will say to you, the sacrifices that Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe has done for the Liberian society and the Liberian citizenry has not been done by any other public servant in the history of this country. The mother model you see today, who is the chairman for the CDC, he was one release fought for by Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe. The Herald Costa you see today moving around freely when they are being prosecuted during the early government, it was Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe who was going for them. When Vanish Sherman were pleading against the people, Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe was there pleading for the people. In this country, you do law, you're very good, especially at the level of Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe, you must be a rich man. But trust me, Consider Tiawan Saye Gongloe, he's still a normal man, a regular person. Because one thing he believes is the people. And with the people, when you are with the people, that's all that matters. So, Tiawan Saye Gongloe should be pleading case for big institutions. There are a lot of corporate organizations that have been contacted to plead for them. But how will Tiawan Saye Gongloe play against his own people? Because pleading for those institutions or for those corporations is like pleading against your own people. Like right now, we look at what Asila Method is doing. Charlie Bronski is a legal counselor to Asila Method. And we know what our people are going through. We appreciate Asila Method. I'm not saying we're against Asila Method. But when it comes to fighting for the people, what has Fixer 2 been doing? So it is about time for us to maximize this opportunity. Because trust me, we may not have this opportunity. And the good thing about being with Consider Gongloe is this. No one talks bad about him. All people say is, he not get money, he not get money. But does someone really need money to become president? If that is the case, then there is no need to go to election. Let's give it a communist. Communist rich. But if you want a very good leader, someone with integrity, someone who is spotless, someone who lives by the guided principle, then you are discussing Councillor Tiawan Saye Gongloe. Like I said earlier, you can force the horse to the river. You can never force that horse to drink. So we have been presented with a golden opportunity to save our country. Let's not misuse this opportunity. Let's support Councillor Tiawan Gongloe. He may not have the money, but with your support, we can make this country like how it used to be. You know, when I was in Gambia, I met a fellow called Mohammed Kaloko. He had the Cornerstone Band. He was like, Dolly, your country used to be very beautiful. We used to leave from Sierra Leone to go to Liberia to buy good things. But it's not like that anymore. Because of extremely terrible leadership. In fact, don't even have a leadership in the first place. So we need to support Councillor Tiawan Saye Gongloe. He's a man with impeccable public service record. He's someone who is stintless. He's someone who is principle-minded. And he's not someone who can be bored. Those are the characteristics of a very good leader. So, we look forward to you joining the Liberian People's Party vis-a-vis Councillor Tiawan Saye Gongloe's team. We are the next alternative for this country. We are a true representation of what a government should be, looking at our impeccable public service records. So, we look forward to you joining the team. 6 years to your age, you will not be able to retrieve those wasted 6 years. Add 6 years to your age, you will not be on par with other African countries if you don't make the right decision today. You can support us by donating to the Liberian People's Party. You can support us through cash and kinds. You can help us with t-shirt. You can help us with beret. You can help us with whatever thing you think necessary for us to reach out to people. Let's make this dream a reality. Thank you very much. Thanks. Viva! Viva! Tiawan Gongloe! Viva!